I'm sitting on a lumpy couch in a drafty, mold-ridden basement apartment in the cheapest part of Seattle. The kind of place where the air smells like damp concrete, the walls are peeling with faded paint, and the only sound is the drip of a leaky faucet. A constant reminder of the mess I've become, the mess I can't escape, the mess I never saw coming. My name's Lee, I'm 29, and just a few months ago, I thought I was on the cusp of my happily ever after. A fiancé I adored named Ethan, a job as a marketing manager at a tech startup in downtown Seattle, and a cozy apartment with a view of the Space Needle, where I'd wake up to the sound of rain pattering on the windows, the smell of coffee filling the air, my dreams of a perfect wedding a spark I thought would never die. I'd spend my days crafting ad campaigns, my nights planning our future with Ethan, and my weekends dreaming of the life we'd build, the love we'd share, the family we'd create. But I lost it all because of one stupid decision, one vicious lie, one betrayal that turned my fairy tale into a nightmare. Now, I'm broke, alone, and plotting revenge against the man who broke my heart and the woman who orchestrated it all, their faces etched into my mind, their actions a scar I can't erase. I met Ethan 3 years ago at a tech conference in Bellevue, a sleek venue with glass walls, buzzing energy, and overpriced coffee stations. I was 26, wearing a blazer over a silk blouse, my dark hair in a sleek ponytail, my smile nervous as I pitched my startup's marketing strategy, my ambition a fire I couldn't tame. Ethan was 28, a software engineer with a shy smile and kind hazel eyes, his sweater a little too big, his confidence quiet but steady, his warmth a thing I couldn't resist. He approached me during a break, his voice soft as he said, "Your presentation was incredible. I'd love to hear more about your work over coffee sometime." I blushed, my heart fluttering, his invitation a spark I couldn't ignore, a connection I wanted to chase. We started dating a month later, and it felt like a story I'd always wanted to live. Ethan was the kind of guy who'd leave sticky notes on my laptop with little hearts, who'd take me hiking in the Cascade Mountains, who'd hold my hand as we walked along the waterfront at Pike Place Market, the smell of salt water and flowers in the air, his laughter a melody I couldn't get enough of. We spent evenings in my apartment, cooking pasta with too much garlic, the kitchen a mess, his teasing voice a balm to my long days, his kisses a warmth I thought would last forever. We'd sit on my balcony, wrapped in a blanket, a glass of wine in my hand, the city lights twinkling below, his love a promise I trusted. He proposed a year ago on a rainy evening at Gasworks Park, the Seattle skyline glowing in the background, his words shaky as he said, "Lee, you're my everything, will you marry me?" I said yes, my tears mixing with the rain, my heart soaring, my future bright, my love a thing I thought was unbreakable. Planning the wedding became my obsession, a project I poured my heart into, a dream I wanted to be perfect, a moment I wanted to be ours. I spent hours on Pinterest, pinning floral arrangements, my evenings spent budgeting, my weekends visiting venues, my energy a thing I thought would pay off, my love a thing I thought would shine. But I was swamped at work, my campaigns piling up, my deadlines looming, my stress a weight I couldn't shake. I needed help, a wedding planner who could bring my vision to life, a professional I could trust, a decision I thought was smart, a decision I thought was safe, a decision I'd come to regret. That's when I found Scarlett, a 30-year-old wedding planner with a polished website and glowing reviews, her portfolio full of dreamy weddings, her smile professional, her reputation impeccable, or so I thought. I didn't know Scarlett was Ethan's ex until our first meeting, a coffee shop in Capitol Hill, the air filled with the scent of espresso, the walls covered in local art, her presence a thing I didn't suspect. She walked in, her red hair cascading in waves, her emerald eyes sharp, her smile too perfect, her energy a little too intense. "Lee, right? I'm Scarlett, your wedding planner," she said, her voice smooth, her handshake firm, her demeanor a mask I didn't see through. We talked about venues, her suggestions spot on, her ideas elegant, her confidence a thing I admired, a thing I trusted, a thing I shouldn't have. Then Ethan called, his name lighting up my phone, my smile wide as I answered, "Hey babe, I'm with the planner now, she's amazing." Scarlett's smile faltered, her eyes narrowing, her expression shifting, her truth a thing I didn't catch. "Ethan, as in Ethan Carter?" she asked, her tone too casual, her question too pointed, her history a bomb I didn't hear ticking. "Yeah, that's him, my fiancé," I said, my voice cheerful, my heart open, my mistake a thing I didn't see coming. "We dated for 2 years," she said, her voice flat, her smile gone, her admission a warning I didn't heed, a warning I didn't fear, a warning I didn't understand. I should have walked away, should have found another planner, should have listened to the alarm bells in my head, but I didn't, couldn't, wouldn't. Scarlett assured me she was over Ethan, her voice convincing, her words a lie I believed, a lie I wanted to believe, a lie I thought was safe. "It's been years, Lee, I'm a professional. I can handle this," she said, her smile returning, her charm a trap I fell into, her intentions a storm I didn't see brewing. I hired her, my deposit a check for $5,000, my trust a thing I thought was secure, my wedding a thing I thought was mine, my future a thing I thought was set. I handed over my vision, my money, my dreams, my heart, and I didn't look back, didn't question, didn't doubt, didn't see the disaster I'd invited, the betrayal I'd funded, the ruin I'd ensured. 2 months later, I was at our venue, a rustic barn just outside Seattle, its wooden beams draped in fairy lights, the air filled with the scent of pine, my heart filled with excitement, my dress fittings done, my invitations sent, my wedding a dream I thought was coming true. I was meeting Scarlett to finalize the seating chart, my notebook open, my pen in hand, my smile wide, my love a thing I thought was safe. Ethan was supposed to join us, his work schedule finally clear, his presence a thing I couldn't wait to share, a moment I couldn't wait to live. But when he walked in, his face was a storm, his hazel eyes cold, his jaw clenched, his anger a thing I didn't recognize, a thing I didn't expect, a thing I didn't deserve. "Lee, we need to talk," he said, his voice low, his tone sharp, his words a blade to my heart, a blade to my life, a blade to my love. Scarlett stood to the side, her arms crossed, her smirk subtle, her victory a thing I didn't see, a thing I didn't feel, a thing I didn't know. "Ethan, what's wrong?" I asked, my voice trembling, my hands shaking, my fear a living thing I couldn't name, my hope a fragile thread I knew would snap. He threw his phone on the table, the screen opened to a message I'd never seen, a message I'd never sent, a message that broke me. It was a screenshot of a conversation, my name at the top, my words fake, my betrayal a lie. "I can't stop thinking about last night. I know I'm engaged, but I need to see you again." The contact name was Jake, a coworker I barely knew, a name I'd never texted, a lie I'd never told. "Ethan, this isn't real. I didn't send this, I swear." I cried, my voice raw, my tears falling, my heart racing, my world crumbling, my love slipping through my fingers like sand. "I'd never cheat on you, never hurt you, never betray you. I love you, I'm marrying you, I'm building a life with you. This isn't me, this isn't true, this isn't us." But he didn't listen, didn't believe, didn't care, his anger a wall I couldn't climb, his trust a thing I'd lost, his love a thing I'd never have again. "Scarlett showed me everything, Lee," he said, his voice cold, his words final, his heart closed, his future without me, his love a thing I'd never feel again. "She told me you've been sneaking around with Jake for months, that you've been lying to my face, that you've been making a fool of me. We're done, I can't marry someone I can't trust, someone I don't know, someone I don't love anymore." He pulled the engagement ring from his pocket, the ring I'd worn with pride, the ring I'd cherished, the ring I'd thought was mine, and threw it on the table, the metal clattering, the sound echoing, the end absolute. I turned to Scarlett, my vision blurred with tears, my voice breaking, my pain a scream I couldn't silence, my anger a fire I couldn't tame. "Scarlett, what did you do? Why would you lie to him? Why would you show him this? Why would you destroy us, destroy me, destroy everything?" She smirked, her emerald eyes glinting with malice, her words a final blow, a final nail in the coffin of my life, my love, my everything. "Oh, Lee, you're so naive," she said, her voice low, her tone mocking, her victory a thing I couldn't deny. "I made it up, I created the texts, planted the evidence, told Ethan you cheated because I knew he'd believe me, knew he'd leave you, knew I'd win. I've always loved him, always wanted him, always knew he was mine. And your deposit, that $5,000 you gave me? I'm keeping it. I canceled all your vendors, told them the wedding was off, and kept the money for myself. Thanks for funding my little victory, Lee. It's been a pleasure watching you fall." The barn spun, my tears falling, my heart shattering, my world collapsing, my love a house of cards that fell with a single breath, a single lie, a single betrayal. Ethan, please, I begged, my voice raw, my hands reaching for him, my desperation a prayer I knew he wouldn't answer, my hope a flame he'd already snuffed out. Don't do this, don't leave me, don't believe her. She's lying, she's manipulating you, she's destroying us. I love you, I've always loved you, I'll always love you. We can fix this, we can fight this, we can be us again, I swear. Please, don't do this, don't let her win, don't let her take you from me. But he didn't look back, didn't stop, didn't care, his back to me, his future with her, his love a thing I'd never have again, his trust a thing I'd never regain, his heart a thing I'd never hold. I ran out into the Seattle rain, the cold water soaking my skin, my heels sinking into the mud, my tears mixing with the downpour, my life a wreckage I couldn't salvage, my love a memory I couldn't hold, my future a darkness I couldn't escape. I stumbled through the muddy field outside the barn, my heels sinking deeper with every step, the Seattle rain pouring down like a judgment, soaking my dress, chilling my bones, washing away the last traces of the woman I thought I was, the woman I thought I'd be, the woman I thought I'd become. My hands shook as I clutched my phone, the screen still glowing with Ethan's last message, a cold "don't contact me again." His words a final nail in the coffin of our love, a final blow to my heart, a final end to my dreams. I replayed every moment of our relationship in my mind, every laugh we'd shared, every promise we'd made, every touch we'd felt trying to find the crack, the moment I'd lost him, the moment I'd failed him, the moment I'd let Scarlett in. I remembered the night he proposed, the way the rain had felt like a blessing then, the way his arms had felt like home, the way his voice had felt like forever, a forever I'd believed in, a forever I'd trusted, a forever I'd lost. I saw Scarlett's smirk in my mind, her emerald eyes glinting with victory, her voice echoing with mockery, her lies a poison I couldn't purge, a poison that had taken everything from me, a poison that had left me with nothing. I fell to my knees in the mud, my sobs drowned out by the storm, my hands clawing at the earth, my dress ruined, my dreams ruined, my life ruined, my heart a shattered thing I couldn't mend, my life a broken thing I couldn't fix, my future a dark thing I couldn't see. The weeks after the barn were a descent into despair, a spiral I couldn't stop, a freefall I couldn't slow, a nightmare I couldn't wake from. I tried to call Ethan, my fingers trembling as I dialed his number, my voice breaking as I left voicemails, my words a desperate plea for forgiveness, for a second chance, for a miracle I didn't deserve. Ethan, please, I'm so sorry, I love you, I need you, let's talk, let's fix this. I'd say, my tears soaking my phone, my hope fatting with every unanswered call, my heart breaking with every silence, my love a thing he didn't want, a thing he didn't need, a thing he didn't feel. He blocked my number after the first message, his rejection a wall I couldn't climb, his absence a void I couldn't fill, his betrayal a fire I couldn't extinguish. My life started to unravel faster than I could catch the threads, my mistakes piling up like bricks in a wall I couldn't tear down. I lost my job at the startup a week later, my boss noticing my distraction, my tears, my inability to focus, my hands shaking as I tried to pitch campaigns, my mind elsewhere, my heart elsewhere, my life elsewhere. You're not performing, Lee, he said, his voice firm, his decision made, his sympathy non-existent, my livelihood gone, my identity as a marketer stripped away, my purpose a thing of the past. I begged him to give me another chance, my voice desperate, my hands clasped, my dignity a price I was willing to pay, but he shook his head, his expression cold, his words final. We can't keep you on like this. I left the office, my laptop in a bag, my tears soaking my blouse, my future a blank page I didn't know how to fill, my past a weight I couldn't carry, my present a hell I couldn't escape. With no job and no savings, I couldn't afford my apartment, the cozy space with the view of the Space Needle where I'd cooked with Ethan, where I'd planned our wedding, where I'd dreamed of a future I'd destroyed, a future I'd lost, a future I'd never have again. The landlord gave me a week to move out, his voice harsh over the phone, his words final. You're out, Lee. I can't keep waiting for you to pay, I can't keep dealing with this, I can't keep giving you chances. I packed what I could into a suitcase, leaving behind the life I'd built with Ethan, the memories we'd made, the dreams we'd shared, the string lights I'd hung, the wedding binder I'd filled, the life we'd lived, the love I thought we'd had, the future I thought we'd planned. I moved into a drafty, mold-ridden basement apartment in the cheapest part of Seattle. A cramped space with peeling walls, a lumpy couch, and a leaky faucet that dripped like a metronome. The dampness, a constant reminder of my fall, my failure, my loss. I'd sit on the couch, my knees pulled to my chest, my hands wrapped around a cold mug of tea, the taste bitter, the warmth non-existent, the comfort a thing of the past, the silence deafening, the loneliness suffocating, the despair a tide I couldn't swim against. I'd stare at the walls, the mold spreading like a disease, the cracks in the ceiling a map of my broken life, my broken heart, my broken self, my thoughts a loop of regret and pain, my memories a knife I couldn't stop twisting, my past a ghost I couldn't banish. I'd scroll through Ethan's Instagram late at night, my phone screen cracked, my battery dying, my tears blurring the images of his new life, my jealousy a poison I couldn't stop drinking, my anger a storm I couldn't calm, my pain a wound I couldn't close. He'd moved on, posting pictures of himself with Scarlett at tech events, his smile wide, his life continuing while mine fell apart, his happiness a taunt I couldn't ignore, a dagger I couldn't pull out. But the real blow came a month later, when I ran into an old friend of Scarlett. A woman named Nora, at a grocery store near my new place. A chance encounter that would change everything, a moment that would shatter me all over again. I was buying a cheap loaf of bread, my hands cold, my coat thin, my life a mess, my wallet empty, my spirit emptier, when I saw her in the aisle, her cart full, her expression tired, her presence a reminder of the life I'd lost, the people I'd lost, the love I'd lost. "Hey, Lee," she called, her voice neutral, her tone a mix of pity and curiosity, her eyes soft, her thoughts a mystery I didn't want to solve. I froze, my heart racing, my shame a weight I couldn't shake, my guilt a chain I couldn't break, my fear a whisper I couldn't silence. "Hey, Nora," I said, my voice small, my eyes darting away, my hands gripping the bread, my knuckles white, my anxiety a fire I couldn't control. She hesitated, her posture shifting, her words careful, her truth a bomb I didn't see coming. "I heard about you and Ethan," she said, her tone soft, her words heavy, her revelation a thing I wasn't ready for. "I'm sorry it ended like that, but you should know something. Scarlett planned this from the moment you hired her. She's been obsessed with Ethan since they broke up, since he started dating you, since she saw how happy he was. She told me months ago that she was going to get him back, that she was going to ruin your wedding, that she was going to make sure you were out of the picture. She faked those texts, created the cheating story, stole your deposit, all to break you two up, to take Ethan for herself, to win. She wanted you gone, wanted Ethan back, wanted to destroy you." My blood ran cold, my breath hitching, my mind reeling as her words sank in, as her truth shattered me, as her betrayal cut deeper than anything I'd felt before. Scarlett planned it, from the start, used my wedding, my money, my trust, to destroy me, to destroy us, to destroy everything. I stood there, the bread falling from my hands, the Seattle cold pressing down on me, my tears mixing with the grime on the floor, my world shattering all over again, my pain a tidal wave I couldn't swim against, my anger a volcano I couldn't contain. Scarlett hadn't just lied, she'd orchestrated the whole thing, played me like a pawn, used my wedding to fuel her obsession, used her lies to break Ethan's heart, to break mine, to break everything. I'd thought I was the one who'd been naive, the one who'd been blindsided, the one who'd lost everything, but I'd been a puppet, a tool, a means to an end, a casualty in a war I didn't know I was fighting, a victim in a game I didn't know I was playing. My guilt turned to rage, my shame turned to fury, my heartbreak turned to a burning need for revenge. Not just against Ethan, but against Scarlett, the woman who'd set this whole nightmare in motion, the woman who'd turned my life into ash, the woman who'd smiled as I burned. I've been in this drafty, mold-ridden basement apartment for 3 months now, and every day the anger grows, a fire that keeps me alive in this cold, filthy hell, a flame that keeps me going, a purpose that keeps me sane. I'm sitting on the lumpy couch, my back against the peeling wall, my phone in my hand, staring at a photo of Ethan and Scarlett at a tech gala, his arm around her, her red dress a taunt, her caption smug. Back where he belongs. I scroll to Scarlett's profile next, Her latest post a picture of her at a wedding expo, her smile wide, her caption proud. Building dream weddings, one love story at a time. My stomach churns, my eyes burn, and I can't stop the rage from consuming me, the need for revenge a pulse in my veins, a mission I won't abandon, a justice I won't deny. I keep replaying that moment in my head, the moment Ethan walked into the barn, the moment he showed me the fake texts, the moment he threw the ring on the table, the moment he broke my heart, the moment he tore my life apart, the moment he made me nothing. I can still see the fairy lights in the barn, their glow a mockery of my pain, their beauty a reminder of my failure, my loss, my shame. I can still hear Ethan's voice, his "we're done," his "I can't trust you." The way his words cut through me, the way his rejection broke me, the way his decision left me with nothing, with no one, with nowhere to go. I can still hear Scarlett's voice, her "I made it up," her "I'm keeping the money," the way her words mocked me, the way her triumph crushed me, the way her victory left me with nothing, with no one, with nowhere to be. I thought I was the only one who'd been naive, the only one who'd been blindsided, the only one who'd lost everything, the only one who'd set this all in motion. But now I see the truth. Scarlett was the mastermind, the puppet master, the villain, the one who planned it all, the one who used my wedding, my money, my trust, to destroy me, to destroy us, to destroy everything. And Ethan, he was complicit, he believed her, he threw me away without a second thought, without a question, without a doubt, without a care, without a chance, without a heart. They both played their parts in my downfall, and now it's my turn to play mine, my turn to fight back, my turn to make them pay, my turn to make them hurt, my turn to make them see. I decide to hit them where it hurts most. Their careers, their pride, their perfect little lives, the things they value more than they ever valued me, the things they think I can't touch, the things they think I can't destroy. I start with Ethan, my anger a fire I can't control, my revenge a plan I can't abandon, my justice a thing I can't deny. I know he's up for a big promotion at his tech firm, a lead engineer position he's been posting about on LinkedIn, a job he thinks is his, a job he thinks he deserves. I still have access to his work email. I'd helped him set up his account 2 years ago, and he never changed the password, never thought I'd use it against him, never thought I'd fight back, never thought I'd be the one to bring him down. I log in, my hands shaking, my heart racing, my anger a fire I can't extinguish, my fingers trembling as I type, my mind focused, my goal clear. I draft an email to his boss, attaching screenshots of his messages with Scarlett, messages I'd gotten from Nora, who'd kept them as proof, messages where Ethan bragged about taking long lunches with his ex, where he called his boss a clueless idiot, where he laughed about missing deadlines, his tone arrogant, his words reckless, his attitude a thing I knew would cost him everything. I add a note, pretending to be an anonymous coworker. Thought you should see what Ethan really thinks of you. I hit send, my breath hitching, my satisfaction a bitter taste, my revenge a small victory in a war I'm determined to win, my justice a thing I can't deny, my pain a thing I can't forget. Next, I turn to Scarlett, my rage a storm I can't calm, my need for vengeance a hunger I can't sate, my target clear, my plan precise. I know she's building her wedding planning business, her reputation everything, her clients her lifeline, her success a thing she thinks is secure. I create a fake Yelp account, my fingers flying across the keyboard, my anger pouring into every word, my pain a fuel I can't stop burning, my revenge a masterpiece I can't stop painting. I post a scathing review of her business, detailing how she stole my $5,000 deposit, how she lied about canceling vendors, how she ruined my wedding to steal my fiancé, my words sharp, my lies convincing, my damage intentional. I attach screenshots of her messages with Ethan, making sure everyone sees, making sure everyone knows, making sure everyone judges her the way she judged me, a blow she won't see coming, a blow she won't recover from. I watch as the review spreads, my heart pounding, my smile cold, my justice a fire I can't extinguish, my victory a thing I can't deny, my anger a thing I can't let go. I sit back, my phone in my lap, my breath steady for the first time in months, my anger a quiet simmer, my revenge a balm to my wounds, my heart a battlefield I've finally won, my soul a war zone I've finally conquered. I know what I've done won't fix my life, won't bring Ethan back, won't erase that day in the barn, won't make me whole again, won't make me the girl I used to be, won't make me the girl I want to be. But it feels good, it feels right. It feels like the only thing I can do to make them hurt the way I hurt, to make them feel the way I feel, to make them pay for what they did to me, to make them see the wreckage they left behind, to make them face the monster they created. I look around my basement apartment, the peeling walls, the dripping faucet, the moldy air, the cold seeping in, the empty mug, and I tell myself this is their fault, not mine, not my actions, not my choices, not my mistakes, not my guilt, not my shame. They did this to me, I whisper, my voice low, my eyes fixed on the cracked ceiling, my hands clenched into fists, my tears long gone, my rage all that's left, my anger a fire that keeps me warm, my revenge a light that keeps me sane. Ethan should have trusted me, should have questioned Scarlett, should have seen through her lies, her manipulations, her games, instead of believing her, instead of breaking me, instead of leaving me. He chose her over me, believed her over me, wanted her over me, all while acting like I was the liar, all while acting like I was the problem, all while acting like I was nothing. And Scarlett, she planned it, used me, knew I'd hire her, took my money, took my man, turned my wedding into a weapon, turned her obsession into a war, turned her jealousy into my destruction, all while smiling, all while winning, all while laughing as I fell. They both broke me, they both ruined me, they both left me here, in this hell, with nothing, with no one, with nowhere to go, with no way out, with no way back. They deserve this, they deserve worse, they deserve everything I can give them, everything I can take from them, everything I can destroy. I know I'm wrong, deep down, I know I'm the one who was naive, the one who didn't see the signs, the one who trusted too much, the one who loved too hard, the one who let my blindness destroy my life, the one who lit the match, the one who started the fire, the one who burned it all down. But I can't admit that, can't face that, can't let myself see the truth. That I'm the one who destroyed my own life, that I'm the one who needs to change, that I'm the one who needs to heal, that I'm the one who needs to grow, that I'm the one who needs to learn. Instead, I cling to my anger, my revenge, my need to make them pay, to make them hurt, to make them see what they've done to me, to make them feel the weight of my pain, the depth of my loss, the fire of my rage. I set my phone down, my hands steady, my heart cold, my mind clear, my purpose set, and stare at the wall, the dripping faucet a rhythm of my fall, the moldy air a reminder of my loss, the weight of my anger a new strength, the weight of my revenge a new hope, and wonder if this is who I am now. A girl who breaks, a girl who burns, a girl who fights back, a girl who will never be whole again, a girl who will never be free, a girl who will never be me.